Okay.
So that should fix your microphone. I don't know about the desktop audio though, but I think you have that muted so they can't hear it twice, right?
Right. Okay. I think I got it. Do I got it? Yeah, I'll call you back if I have any trouble, okay?
Is that good now?
I think so.
Okay.
We'll find out in a minute, right?
All right.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Later.
Got it. Okay, let's get busy. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, we got sound now. We go back over here and figure out what's going on. Okay. Hey, Victor's flying. Woohoo! We got it. I had, for some reason, my mic got switched, right? I don't know how. Haven't done anything with the stream since, last week, last 2 weeks ago. So it's been a wild week. Hope you had a good Labor Day. That was stressful. That was almost as stressful as finding out that you're locked out of your bank credit cards for your business and there's a strange phone number on there. Yeah. Well, I gotta have to go to the bank tomorrow. Figure that crap out. Life is always full of surprises. Sorry about that. So I hope you're all doing well. Mike Bird, Lori, Craig, Paul, David Schneider. Hi, Spencer, Chris. I appreciate you guys coming in here. That's Craig Bevan. Appreciate you. JCB. Victor. Mountain RC. Guys, I really appreciate you coming in. Hey, my dog's doing a lot better. My dog got bit by a rattlesnake last Monday, and I had to take her to the vet in the afternoon. So she's doing good. Everything's better with that. Everything is peachy, Mike. It couldn't be better, even with all the problems, you know. I always try and be optimistic, right? Am I the guy that fell off the 78th floor and about the 40th floor he goes, everything's looking good still? Yeah, everything's doing great, David Snyder. Everything's doing great. I appreciate it. Yeah, she's kind of back to normal. She's eating regular now. She wasn't eating as much as she was before, She's just laying around moping. But we'll change the view up a little bit. Oh. Oops. Well, cheers to you guys. Lori, Chris, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm wearing my Scar Cove bait and tackle shirt. Something about the bluefin tuna event. I got it from my buddy Greg. He's a great guy. Hey, I'll tell you what, that Pitts is a great price right now for $319 for the plug and play for the 1400 millimeter. That's a great price. That's probably what it always is, though. Axel, I appreciate you stopping in, sir. You missed all the fiasco with no sound. I had to do a call with my son to have him help me figure it out. He's pretty good at all that computer stuff. I appreciate him too. Woo! Hi, Ron. Hope you're doing well, sir. Well, as long as they give you a good price for it and you actually want to sell it, that might not be a bad idea. I've got 11 or 12 planes and I think I need to downsize a little bit. Okay, I'm being silly. I could use to add a few more, but I think they're coming. Oh, Craig, did you fly that with no rudder? Or Victor is. That is very true. Victor does a pretty good job without a rudder and one wheel. There you go. Are there any other pilots in here? So, let's switch it to Ron. Watch Ron fly. Mountain RC, I hope you're doing good. I didn't get any flying this weekend done. It's been windy. It was windy at 5:30 this morning. Blowing the trees. I was like, heck with it. I'm not going to go. Anyways, the field was probably busy with guys. Being a holiday. I was going to go tomorrow, but now I'm going to go to the bank. Go figure out what's going on. Now I got my phone on. I caught a Wreck-'em Roy video right before I came on. He was showing John VHRC fly that 12S helicopter. John's a great pilot. Paul, that sounds like a great deal. That's quite a savings. I think somebody should tell Paul Ballard that gosh dang it, who is it now? Roach Coach has an IX-12 for sale. I believe that he was looking for one, although Coach probably already sold it. So he had it set at a really good price. Got a video uploading, Victor? I sure did like your new car. That was pretty. An IX-14. Okay. I couldn't remember if it was a 12 or 14 or 20 or... But I remember him saying that he was looking for one. Good deal. So I haven't seen any videos from Daniel, the jet jockey guy. I'm kind of wondering if he crashed his F-22 FPV style again, or just taking a little break. Usually people come out and hit the videos real hard, and then just kind of lose interest. But some of you guys produce videos every day. I appreciate it. Might not comment on all of them, but I do watch everybody's videos. Most of them. Looks like there's a couple other people in the room. Let's Owner is here. I believe that is Axel, if I remember right. Appreciate you coming in and flying, Axel. We'll hit the chase cam. Did you get it through eBay or something like that, Paul? Wow, that's impressive. You know what's sad is I probably haven't flown 40 times. Well, It's not because the field is a long ways away either. That is some flying. Oh, very cool. So you got 2 camping spots or 2 spots at Bigfoot event, Paul. That's awesome. One for your truck and one for your trailer. One for the truck and trailer and one for your tent. That's okay. That's okay, Alex. Axel. Blah. My brain tonight. Speaking of brains. Yeah. I can hear Axel going, "Hey, Laron!" Hi, Let's. Hi, Craig. Appreciate you guys being here. I can't say that enough. I'll probably say it too much, huh? Nice score, Paul. $400 for everything. Is it electric? $12S. Wow. You know, that one on Roy's channel that John was flying was a 12S. Boy, it was a beast. I'll tell you what. Looks like it would be very expensive if you crashed. So I was happy to see Hangar 51 at least coming in and making comments on some of the other threads. He popped in on Ryan's show, said hi. Last week, I believe. I don't think I saw him yesterday. Hi, Philip. You missed all the fun, Philip. You missed the 15 minutes of no sound. And a panicked look on my face. That's okay. Oh! Watch out for the tail, Axel. You'll do all right, Paul. No problem. Well, let's flip back up here to Victor. There we go. So does any of you have the UMX little 262 like this? And do you like it? Looks like it would be a lot of fun. Woo, nice flying, Victor. Nice takeoff. So Ryan did a great show last night. I enjoyed it. I like it when he's talking about the RC trucks. He certainly has a passion for all this stuff, and it really shows. "20 helicopter guys at your field. That's quite a big number. There's only like 3 or 4 at our club, and they're really good." Woohoo! Rooftop flights. Oh, geez, Lori, what a pain. And I opened Real Flight Evolution earlier, and it was downloading stuff to Steam. It was like upgrading or whatever. So I'm glad I did it earlier. Checked it, flew a little bit myself, and then started up the stream. It seemed to take about 5 or 10 minutes. Good deal. Thank you. Let's watch Chris for a few. Glad you're able to join us, Chris. We still have a kitty cat saga going on around here outside with the little kittens. I caught one in a trap over the weekend. Well, last weekend. That was quite interesting. I'm not even sure, Mike Bird. I think he just sport flies sport planes, everything that everybody else flies. He had that little Ultrix. Is that what it's called? Hopefully they will kill more than just the snakes. Okay. Let's see who's flying here now. Everybody's taking a break. Victor's flying. Nothing like some stick time. Good deal, Chris. Woohoo. Uh-oh. I think that took a wheel off. It does, Mike Bird. Especially if you're not on real flight. Nice flying, Victor. Yeah, I came about this close to buying a base camp kit. But then after I slept on it, I didn't do it. I'd like to build a rock crawler or something like that. But, you know, for as much as I go fly, thing might not get used as much as I would like it to. So, Keith Christie, how you doing, sir? Appreciate you being here. It was that close, that close. Like, I had it in the cart, and I went to bed, and I woke up, and I thought about it some more. And then I took it out of the cart. But that's okay. Because then just the next day, I mean, the Corsair was on sale. I mean, if you fly, mostly fly, which would you rather have? Appreciate you being here, Ryan. You get your real flight hooked up, can jump in, show these guys what's up. Let's watch Chris fly. Appreciate you being here, Chris. Get you some airtime. I'm sorry, Axel. You gotta look at me on a 32-inch TV. That's horrible. I apologize to you. Nice one-wheel landing. You know, it's amazing how fast the day goes. And then when you start a stream and you're going to do a live, the minutes just turn into hours, it seems like sometimes. I agree, Mike Bird. Building is part of the fun. But you know, at the end of the day, I have projects that I have started and have not finished. And it'd be good to get those out of the way before I go and start something else. You know, it's. I have that issue where I'm like, oh, squirrel, I can't finish anything. I don't have any crashed airplanes in my yard, Paul McNeil, but that'd be cool. There's a few properties around here that do. But I've got a Sig Senorita that I'm building. In fact, I picked up some new glue at the store. Insta CA, Instacure. That's the brand I like to get, so I can get back on it. So I do have a couple of bottles of CA over there. For some reason, if you put them right next to the kicker, they go off. You got a hard rock, nothing will pour out anymore. I don't get it. So we're going to keep this stuff far away from the kicker until I put it on the part. Keith Christie, it looked like you and Jeff had a great time. Appreciate the videos you guys put out. Glad you got to go fly with Jeff. I've never met Jeff. I've seen him in the Zooms. He is a wonderful guy. Couldn't ask for a better guy. I wish he was my neighbor. Oh yeah? The Airboss is flying. Okay. That sounds interesting. Let's watch we fly. She's gonna take over. You better learn how to film, Victor. She'll be flying your jets out there at the field. It really is, Mike Bird. You know, I don't know what it was. 5 years ago, I kind of started hopping into a lot of radio control kind of stuff on YouTube. And the people I've met, you guys, you're the best. You really got me out of a funk in life, a horrible spot. You know, I'm not too proud to say that I've never suffered from depression or any kind of problems like that. I think everybody goes through that. Keith Christie, come on now. Okay. But thanks for lightening the mood, Keith. I appreciate it. Good job. Yeah, sometimes life gets you down. You just got to get back up, continue to go, continue on. My grandfather flew for the RAAF, the Royal Australian Air Force, and he flew in World War II. He was on a Lancaster bomber. He was shot down over France, passed away. My mother was 6 months old. I never met him. Scottish descent. Mac. Family is everything, man. I'm glad I'm in this family. I really am. That's good, Victor. She's doing a great job. We are doing a great job. She even knows how to belly land. Axel, I can imagine what you do is probably pretty stressful. I couldn't imagine doing the job you do. Although it might be fun, you know, to rough somebody up a little bit. But that's awesome, Paul McNeil. Well, hopefully Daisy's doing well tonight. Don't know if you were here earlier, but last Monday night I wasn't on. My dog was bit by a rattlesnake earlier in the day. And although I tried, I gave her a Benadryl. She wasn't any better by the time we got back home. So I had to take her. Glad I did. I think you're a little bit above the 400 foot there, but that's okay. 3 mistakes high. That's what I was always told. Okay. Well, I appreciate you flying. You're doing a great job. Victor, did you happen to see John Noon's video with that little, what was that, the MiG 17 with the turbine in it? Wow, that little white and blue one. Woohoo! I imagine his neighbors were pretty happy about him running that out there. That's good. Well, I hope you can get her in to see the vet tomorrow, Axel. Yeah, Craig, my backyard butts right up against desert a little bit. There's a good buffer between me and the houses behind me. And got a rattlesnake in the yard. And got bit right on the side of the face or down here on the jaw. That's the second time. Second time she's got bit. Yeah, really happy for John. He comes on his videos, Team Banana Hobby, John Noon's on his shirt. I'm happy for him. That's a big leap. Okay, we're gonna watch Terry fly. He's here. Craig, since I've been here 22 years, I've probably killed half a dozen rattlesnakes. One was bigger than 4 feet, and the other one's smaller, 2 feet, 18 inches, little baby. They're the worst. They don't know how to regulate how much poison they put in you. Woohoo! Great flying, Terry. Oh, Chris, tell him about the power lines. Almost made it. Hopefully Sherman is doing well, Mike. Mike Berta, I appreciate you getting up early in the morning. Or maybe you stayed up, I'm not really sure. But I appreciate it. I never thought about that, Paul. That might be a good deterrent. I don't mind the good snakes. We have a lot of good snakes. We have some bull snakes here. We have some king snakes, California king snakes, speckled king snakes, and there's always javelina walking around. You know, at night, you smell them before you see them. Always hear the coyotes going off. It's really cool. I feel like I live pretty rural, but you know, Lowe's, Home Depot, you know, Costco, they're all just 10 minutes away. The flying field, 10 minutes away. I'm sorry. That's the way it is. Oh, almost. Axel, that's the one thing that I won't do is trim my dog's nails. They dig in the dirt enough to keep them short. But the one time that I did try, yeah, cut it too short. I won't do that again. That's not too bad, Axel. A half an hour, you know, before when I first started into RC, we would drive 45 minutes to an hour to get to somewhere to fly. That's just what we had to do. Ooh, almost. It's hard to tell. My dog's nails are like multicolored, like clear and then black or brown, and I get a little confused. Where am I supposed to cut to? That's okay. I give him a bath every couple weeks. Keep them somewhat clean. They do stay in the yard, you know, most of the time. Exactly. Lori, that's what ours is, a chocolate lab. And our little pit bull mix, Brandy, the one that got the snake. Oh my goodness, Mike Bird. I remember that. Oh, Kenny's doing all right. I noticed that Lewis has been putting out videos more. And I've seen Kenny in the background in a few of them, but hasn't put out a video in a little bit. I can't imagine that Kenny lost the passion for RC. Just no, that I don't believe it. It's always good to take a break. A lot of people take breaks, do a hard reset, try and come back better. Maybe that's what's going on. More power to you if that's what you're going to do. Boy, that piece of plywood or whatever's on the ground just hangs you up every time. Yeah, prayers with you, Lori and Mike. Just in the 22 years that we've been here, there's a couple of collars hanging on the fence out here from a couple dogs that have just grown old, passed away. Cattle dogs are very, very, very smart, Axel. That's quite a drive to go get a pup. You know, Mike Bird, you just stepped in right at the right time. I'm sure Sherman couldn't do a day without you. You know, I don't even consider those little kitties outside mine. You know, okay, they were born in my yard, in my little metal junk pile. I feed them when they're here. I really don't consider them mine. They're really just strays. I'm just trying to look after them a little bit. They're getting big enough now where they just disappear for 2 or 3 days. That's good, Mike. Great flying, Terry. Let's see who else is flying. Is Axel flying? No. Hi, EQ. Appreciate you stopping in, sir. Let's Ron's flying again. Let's watch him. Ooh, the Cap 232. Such a great choice. Axel, I'll go to you next, okay? Sorry about that. I don't know why. Seems to be like there's a 30-second delay on this dang thing. I feel like it's one of Kenny's streams where he was 5 minutes behind all the time. Yeah, Ron, that one's got a real tippy wing, doesn't it? But it's fun to try and hover it. Woohoo! Beautiful. Put it on the chase cam. You all have to work tomorrow? Woohoo! Almost. Yeah. Gotta make the money. Gotta pay the bills. I have some more work coming up from my dentist again. He keeps me busy. He's got a building that his business is in. It's always doing something to it, upgrading it a little bit here and there. Plus his home needs some work. Queen Kaylin, appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, I'm off tomorrow too, Axel. I'm a little off every day, kinda. So you do work the weekend too, Axel? Or just a couple days a week now? How's your builds coming along, EQ? You're still waiting on a few parts for the big B29? Ron, thank you, sir, for coming in and flying. I appreciate it. Hey, Spencer's here. We'll watch Spencer fly. Appreciate you. That looks like it's a Panther. If I own one of those, I'd have to paint it pink, right? Uh-oh. I think you lost a couple parts. Change airports. Okay. What you want me to change it to, Victor? Do you have a preference? Do you have a choice? Which field do you want to fly at? Carl Hinson Field. Well, sorry guys. We'll try this one. Woo! Holy moly. I think that one had an 8S upgrade. Okay. F14. Flaps down. Nice choice. Woohoo! Good flying. Big sky. Ready to go. I gotta use the restroom. Okay. If we were in school, you'd have to go, teacher, teacher, I have to go to the bathroom. You know, EQ, I was amazed at how fast that little plane flies. The one you had at the park there. Boy, that little thing rips. I was surprised. I was going to ask Spencer if he flew the Matrix today. I think it was ready. Oh, that's great, EQ. Yeah, I bet that thing flies right along at less than half throttle. That is one job that I don't like doing. I already have one ESC with the plug cut off of it. That I couldn't get the dang connector soldered back on there. I don't know if it was old solder or the wrong flux. I get it. Woohoo! Great flying, Spencer. Kenny flies pretty slow. I mean, he really knows how to nurse them batteries along. 12, 15-minute flights of his. But that's okay. There's no harm in that. Yeah, Philip, I mean, I've done my share of soldering, sweating copper pipes together and whatnot, a little plumbing. Um, those little wires, that's kind of a little different. I probably should have one of those little, you know, alligator clip things to hold everything together. Might have had better luck. Either or grow another arm and hand to hold stuff, you know. Ah, I understand what you're saying there, Philip. I was kind of the same way. I think first thing I did as a kid, broken toaster, take it apart, shove a spoon in it while it's plugged in. Hey, no harm. I'm still here. I can booger weld some things together. Jeff in Lower Alabama. Howdy to you, sir. I appreciate you stopping in. You missed all the excitement earlier. Uh-oh. Guns a-blazing. Nice. Watch out, guys. It's funny, those things never run out of ammunition or fuel. I heard on the news that the very first F-16 from the U.S. that went to Ukraine was shot down. Have no idea how much that cost, but it cost a pilot's life. That's the worst thing. Okay. Let's rotate back up here to the top and watch Victor fly for a few. Well, I tell you guys, I've had some heck of a lot of anxiety since trying to pay my credit card this morning and not being able to get into my account and finding out there's some other phone number attached to it. So my stress level's been up to about here today. My wife's trying to be positive. Look, all the money's still in the account. Don't worry about it. It's just a glitch. They'll get it taken care of. Ugh. You just don't want that. Watch Terry fly a little bit. I rotate through some people here. Thank you, Mike Bird. I'm sure it'll be all right. You know, your money's protected, right? At least they say it is. Yeah, not a good feeling to wake up and see, you know, your account not correct. Yep, it just makes everything horrible. Terry's flying the Newport, so it's not quite a biplane. It's still undecided. Yeah, that's the worst part of it. New accounts, new numbers. You know, I've had some of these numbers and accounts for a long time. So makes it frustrating. There's some bad people in the world. A Jet Ranger helicopter? Oh, nice flying, Terry. Nice choice of planes, too. Yep, it's 1 and 27 EQ. I don't think I don't think that's it. You know, usually with the electronic devices, it'll prompt, you know, for them to call you or you to call them or email. And I tried and it called from my number, entered my credit card last four digits, you know, and it doesn't recognize my number. Well, I paid the bill last month. It recognized it. So yeah, something's going on. We'll get it figured out. Be something to talk about for next week. Hi, Fred. Hope you're doing well, sir. You missed some of the fun, Fred. All the mess ups. Just get them out of the way when you're not here. That way you can't see how bad I'm screwing up your show. Appreciate you, sir. Big question is, Fred, do you got a date to retire yet? Should be coming up pretty soon. Whew. Boy. Whew. Yeah, they do. Just kind of funny when, it worked the last time I used it, and then I turned it on and it didn't work. So, that's okay. We had the technical difficulty last time, and everyone could hear you talking on the real flight. That was fun. We'll get it straightened out. Whew. All right, let's change it up here again. So, Axel's got the Metaflight helicopter going. Woohoo! Nice choice. Whew. Should be going to get another cup of coffee or something. Whew. I do get on here and try to fly the drones, try and fly the helicopters. Not much success with the helicopters. I can do okay with the drones, but I like fixed wing. Oh, boy. Great flying, Axel. Appreciate it. We'll switch it up to Victor again. There you go. So I didn't do a garden update, but things are looking good. Won't be long now. That's awesome, Fred. It's gonna go by so fast. Before you know it, be over at the schoolyard flying every day. Well, every day school's not in session. Oh, I can imagine, Mike Bird. Those carbon fiber helicopter parts probably cost a bundle. Oh, doesn't quite have enough speed. There we go, Victor. The remote ID thing. The RFI. I don't blame you. They look really cool, but I'm sure the other ones that are less expensive work just as well. We'll hope everything goes smooth on that, Fred. Wouldn't want to have any glitches. Nice flying, Victor. Okay. We'll watch Terry for a few. Smoke on. So what does actually FRIA stand for? Well, I think you're going to have to train two people to take your place, Fred. You probably do the work of two or three people now. So, you know, Mike Bird, I ran across this guy from across the pond in England, I guess. Goes around and flies his drone over these businesses. Is it DJ Audits or something like that? I think people are out there just to push buttons. Seems like that might be fun. Recognize identification areas. Thank you, Jeff. So you can file the paperwork to have them recognize your field as a flying site. Or that's what the remote ID does. And then you just let them know. Every time you turn it on, they know. Oh, thank you, Lori. I didn't see that. I didn't see that comment up there. And Axel, thank you. Yeah. Anything under 249 grams? No remote ID needed. No part. No part 103. No nothing. I agree, Axel. There's probably a lot more drone pilots than there are fixed wing remote control pilots. Ah, Mike Bird, I remember that. Now that doesn't work anymore, so the prison guards just bring it in now. So you got to know the right prison guard to get your drugs while you're in prison. Yeah, Philip, geez. You know, there's a time and a place for everything. Part 107, that's what it was. Lori, I remember when the real plane landed on the lawn of the White House. Not a drone, a real plane. God, that must have been in the 90s. I'll have to go look that up later. Well, thank you, Fred. You know, I'll try and be here every week for you guys. That was kind of a fluke last week, but I appreciate everybody showing up and everybody flying. It's a lot of fun. Chris, I think it was a blue and white Cessna 150. If I remember right, just seeing the visions of it landing. Good night, EQ. I appreciate you stopping in. Have a great time. Have a great time at work tomorrow. We'll watch Victor fly. Few. He'd probably come on here and tell us we is flying again. She's really improved in the last, 30 minutes of flying. Great job. Woo. Axel, I can imagine all the rules that Congress, the House, and the Senate would want to pass if the people were really upset in the world, in the U.S., and wanted change. There would be a fence around the White House. So, wait, there is a fence around the White House. Or did they take it down again? I can't remember. Dragging the tail. Oh, a little too much, Victor. So this field is the Carl Henson Field. And that sounds familiar, the name. Does anybody know where it's located? In what state? Is it like Indiana? Just curious if anybody knows. Mike Bird. They had a gyrocopter on the lawn at the White House. I don't believe I heard that one. I'll have to look. Well, no wonder. Oregon Junction. Thank you, Axel. Michael Bear. Howdy, sir. Just got back from work. They hire you to fly that jet back from Venezuela? That was kind of wild to see that they seized the Venezuelan Air Force One, flew it to Florida. Ah, thank you, Mike Bird. I'll give that a look. It's kind of amazing that the leader of a country like that would just have a little falcon. No 747? mean? Oh, that is Venezuela. That's right. I forgot. Well, hopefully we can vote him out in November, Michael Bear. Oh, wait, you're talking about Venezuela. Okay. 4,000-mile range. Wow. That's impressive. So I guess you're going to take it easy tomorrow, Michael Bear? No, no corruption here at all. None whatsoever. Oh boy. I, you know, the economy's bad. I get it. You have no idea how blessed I feel to be in a good position to where I don't have to really worry, about raising rents or any of that. I'm blessed enough to be able to help my kids because they haven't been doing so well lately. So I've had to help them out a little bit. And I'm really glad that God put me in a position to be able to do that. So, let Terry have a great time flying tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Chris, Lori, y'all have a great week. We'll see you in the Zoom. I appreciate y'all flying and being here. And I can't believe it's already almost 8:30. 11:30 where you are, some of you. 4:30 for some of the others. In the tomorrow time. Guys, thank you for being here. I'm going to go get a drink. Appreciate you, Michael Bear, Victor, Axel, all of you guys. Y'all have a great night. And we'll see you next Monday. Take care, everybody.